The clock is ticking, and so processes and systems are also changing. The NHS is still employing internationally educated nurses, midwives, and nursing associates to work in the UK in their profession. But as I said earlier, time is changing. So the process or the route in which the NHS employs, i.e., AIMS and EMS, into the UK has also changed. Currently, the route that is used is called the self sponsorship route. Previously, it was called the sponsored route, where the NHS will employ an internationally educated nurse, midwife, or nursing associate from their home country, sponsor their process from their visas, their CBT IELTS, flight tickets, and zoom them into the UK, get them trained as well, sponsored in their OSCEs, get their PIN, and then they can work. But today, the system has changed. And so, guys, today I brought you someone who is doped in this system. I mean, the self sponsorship route, who can take you through the whole process from one to 100 or the thousands. I get most of you in my community asking, do you help with visa processes? Do you help with this or that? And I go like, no. The main thing that I do is to give you information and then help support you in your OSCE, midwifery OSCE preparation to get your PIN into the NMC register. But today I've got somebody here who is going to introduce himself and tell you all that he's got. This is self-sponsorship made so easy, guys. So if you are in for this video or this information, you've got to stay tuned. Once again, this is Josfyn Greatness. You are welcome to this channel. So I'm going to give the floor to this man that I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name. I want him to do his own introduction. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much. I was feeling on top of the moon, hearing your voice. I think you are doing a great job, Josephine. Thank you so much for having me in your channel. My name is Otaigbe Hayes. I'm a nurse by profession, so
Wonderful.
I actually have a little bit of a glimpse towards everything we are going to be conversing about today. I'm representing the company EMGS, Express Med Global Services, a company which prides itself in helping professionals to be able to achieve all important relocation dreams. Whether you aim at Canada, UK, Australia, whichever country that is of choice to you, EMGS will always have your back. But today, self-sponsorship is the topic of discourse, and we are going to be diving into it as the question keeps coming.
Wonderful. So, guys, you see, this is a global company. So, this is not just about United Kingdom. It cuts across everywhere, every continent in the world.
Another thing that poses challenges to nurses is usually the aspect of visa denial. Another challenge that most nurses may also encounter in this process is the job hunt.
Don't even worry about it. The money is ready for you. Come for it. Use it. When you are done, you can pay back. So, let's go straight into the video. As you already said, you are a nurse yourself, so you have the nursing background, and so that makes it easier to support the caliber, I mean, the group of people that we are making this video for. So, how did you become involved in assisting healthcare professionals?
Thank you so much. For us as a company, we have always had this passion to see others succeed when it comes to relocation matters. I could remember back then, even before I was eventually able to relocate. I think sometimes many years back now, I saw so many persons that were struggling with IELTS. We began the IELTS tutorial just to be able to guide people through. We saw quite a lot of persons that would say, oh, it is too difficult for me, this is not for me. And then when they come to our company, we basically change the narrative for them. So from there, we began to dive into other services that could be able to help professionals to be able to achieve their relocation dream. So ever since then, has always been a testimony upon testimonies. And a lot of persons have been able to utilize our services, countless number.
Hello everyone, my name is Juliet. I'm now in UK. I was once IELTS hunter, but today I am in UK working as a mental health nurse in the UK in the forensic. Alright, during my IELTS preparation, I was scared to write IELTS, but when I met Express IELTS Masterclass, I was able to write it once and for all. I just want to give my testimony concerning your team. Like, you guys are really wonderful. You've done a great job. So for me, you helped me out in my IELTS time, and I wrote my IELTS twice. Then before I contacted you and I joined your class and did all the classwork and everything, and it was the last time I wrote it.
Hey, hello. Have you heard of Express IELTS Masterclass? I guess you have. They literally took me by the hand and showed me the way to my dreams.
Good day, everyone. I'm here today to give a testimony about the Express Global Mate teams. In the past few years, I have tried IELTS several times without getting my required band score. Until this year, a friend of mine introduced me to the 12th Express IELTS class, which I followed actively. At the end of the day, I achieved the required band score.
We always pride ourselves in the fact that we have the evidence. So
Wonderful.
that's just it. And so far, the support has been marvelous from both community and from us as a platform. So that's just it.
So you see, community members, viewers, subscribers, I always bring you the best. As you can see on the screen, these are some of the testimonies from people that have benefited from this company. So let's go straight into self-sponsorship. What is a self-sponsorship route itself, and how does it work for nurses, midwives, and nursing associates?
Okay, so we are going to be narrowing our topic to general nurses and mental health as far as the self sponsorship discourse is concerned for today.
And then anything midwifery in terms of your midwifery process, be it your midwifery CBT, midwifery interviews, midwifery OSCE, join my Telegram page and channel where you can get all the support you need. So on the Telegram interview page for midwives, there are past interview questions that can help you, questions that people have already answered in their midwifery interviews that are available on this page. For CBT, there is support on the CBT midwifery CBT Telegram page for you. All right. So that adds on to the nurses and the mental health nurses that I didn't really have enough support for you today. EMGS is here. So for nurses and mental health nurses, please join the EMGS Telegram channel link in the description section below to get yourself sorted. So today you've got all the support you need, my nurses and mental health nurses. Don't feel like the midwives are getting all the attention from me today. I've gone to bring EMGS to you. So all you've got to do is to click on the description section. If you're a midwife, join the midwifery Telegram page and channel. If you are a nurse or mental health nurse, for your support in your exams or tests in this route, join the EMGS Telegram link.
Basically, self sponsorship simply means that instead of you waiting for the trust to sponsor you or the recruitment agency to sponsor you, you are basically taking the bull by the horn to do the work yourself. So that means it will involve a little bit of finances, not so much if you are properly guided, and then it will also involve a little bit of having the right information. So by the time you are able to get into the UK and you write the necessary exams, then that's just it. I will break down the step by step. The very first thing you need to do, if you have graduated in your original home country, let's say you have a couple of years experience, 2-3 years experience, the next thing you want to do is to register with the NFC UK. After your registration, you proceed to write your first session of your exam, because NFC UK will give you the go ahead to go and write your CBT. CBT can be written at any stage, but given the fact that this is an exam that can be written across various countries that have PERSIView available there, it means that you can easily just finish your CBT first. So after writing your CBT, you can go ahead and write your IELTS. IELTS is usually the most difficult part of this journey.
Yeah.
If, for instance, for any reason, let's say you are a dependent and you have been in the UK practicing for a year plus now, you may not necessarily need the IELTS. There's another
Wonderful.
way for you. So maybe in the course of this video, we might discuss that. Or if we are not able to deliberate on that today, you will always be able to join our Telegram group, which will be available on the group description of this video. And then you'll be able to get some more videos as it relates to that. So once you are able to get your IELTS sorted, you could decide to go for the alternate, which is OET. So OET is similar to IELTS. The difference between the two is just that one is more medically inclined, while the other one is more generalized. So irrespective of the one you will go for, all that really matters is meet the required band score. If you don't know how what the required band score for nurses are, don't worry. By the time you also join the platform, it's part of all those things that you are going to be getting to know. So once you are able to get these two sorted, the next thing will now be for you to proceed to write your OSCE. OSCE, unfortunately, at the moment, as at when we are doing this video, is not written in most countries. Only in the UK it is done. So you have to come to the UK to write your OSCE, mental health, adult nursing, or whichever OSCE you are writing. You come to the UK to write your OSCE. Now, I know very well that the biggest challenge across these whole phases is usually the IELTS and then the OSCE.
Yeah.
Also, CBT can be a little bit difficult for if you take it for granted. But irrespective of which stage you find yourself, EMGS has always got your back. If you struggle with IELTS, you struggle with OET, you struggle with CBT, EMGS will be able to guide you through. We always say in our company, irrespective of your level, we mainly target those who say IELTS is not possible, it's very difficult. That, oh, I have struggled, I've written 5, 6, 7 times. They will not show them that IELTS is not a test of intelligence, but a test of skills. Because if you master the skills, you get every other thing right. Same with OSCE, and the story goes on and on. So by the time you are able to smash your OSCE, the next phase will not be for you to get a job. And getting a job nowadays is a little bit tedious, but there are some hack and tricks that who will also be able to unleash to you to help in guiding you through. That's why I said joining the Telegram group might be inevitable, because not everything might be able to fully release on the channel, given the time frame that the video needs to be up. So by the time you are able to eventually secure a job with sponsorship, and then you will be good to go. But I must put this disclaimer: by the time you get to the UK for your self-sponsorship and you are written your OSA, you will need to return back to your original country to reapply for a new visa, because you will be coming into the UK for the exam as a visitor. So after you finish, then you have to go and apply for the skilled worker visa, which is the second visa that is going to bring you on board. Irrespective of the stage you find yourself, let's say during the visa process, there have been a loads and loads of visa denial recently, because many people think it's just to go and apply for visa, but it's not so. We don't want a situation whereby you prepare rigorously for an exam, and when it's time for you to now go and smart exam, and then the person have a visa denial. So we have a team of experts. This is what they eat and breathe. So they will also be able to support you to help you from the start to the finish, all through this process. We usually will not recommend that you reach out to us because you are ready for the visa process. Even before you start your class, we will tell you what you need to be informed about, so that you can start taking the necessary step and planning, putting the necessary plans in place, especially with your account building and everything. Irrespective of your stage or your level, EMGS has got your back. And once you have gotten that all important UK job, you can now a UK RN. You gotten your PIN, gotten your UK job. The joy is now supposed to be full. Or if for any reason, maybe because of one thing or the other, you spent through self-sponsorship, you've gotten a job, but you are struggling financially, EMGS has also have a swift loan department that can support you.
You see, guys, I told you, this is everything put together. This is a hamper. You've got everything in it.
So we also have that session of our platform that will be able to support you financially, so that you'll be able to achieve that your relocation dreams, as long as you are able to meet with our terms of contract. Alternatively, let's say for any other reason, maybe you decide and say, oh, you want to just go through the school route, and then by the time you go through the school route, then you'll be able to still do your self-sponsorship. We also have the travel and tour department that basically will be able to support you with all the things that you need to know about the student visa applications and applying to schools and all those things. Our travel and tour department will also be able to hold you by your hand. So basically, EMGS is all encompassing,
It's
irrespective
all
of, yeah.
encompassing.
So irrespective of the category you fall in, we'll be able to support you through. Once you have finished your OSCE and everything is not done, we basically will be guiding you through also for the part of job application. We understand very well that many persons are very busy. Schedule sometimes can be something else. So we have the job application department of the company that will also be able to support you in applying for international jobs. Although we don't offer guarantee in this area, because I always put that disclaimer across. Why? Because irrespective of how good your application is, if there are 100 persons vying for a position and the trust only have slot for 10, and then there are, let's say, 50 superb application, the trust can only take that 10. So eventually they may not be able to take everybody all at the same time. But
Yeah.
irrespective of your category, while you are doing your application, EMGS can also be supporting you with the whole application process, whether HCA, regular nurse, or whatsoever category you belong. So it will be all encompassing with that. So that's basically it. When you have your ROM and you have your job, you are good to go. So you can achieve your dream. You can decide and say, I'm going to
Achieve your
US. I'm going
dream.
to any part of the world I want.
So, guys, I've got most of my community members getting in touch with me. Josephine, my visa was refused. Josephine, what do I do? My exam date is upcoming. I'm confused. These are the reasons why I brought EMGS to you. There are some of you that come to me asking, can you please help me with my visa application? Guys, I don't do that. I don't. And then some of you asking, how much do I need in this process and all that? You are going to get all these and more for EMGs. And what really, catches the catchy part of it is the loan. So I know money is the issue of everything. So some of you come asking about, what do I do? How much is involved? It's because of the pocket. So don't worry about your pocket. That's also covered with EMGS. So, Ace, can you please talk to us about the benefits of self sponsorship over waiting and waiting, hoping that Canada is going to sponsor you, Australia is going to sponsor you. What's the advantages so that people can look at UK? Because now people are feeling like, oh, I'm going to Canada, I'm going to Australia, because UK is no longer offering the sponsorship routes. Tell
Yeah.
us.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Actually, as at this time, UK still offers sponsorship for international nurses, but it's not as it used to be. Remember back then, when you apply for jobs, you will be the one selecting recruiters.
Yeah.
You will apply for 20, and then you get at least 5 or 6 interviews, and maybe give or take, you will be able to eventually end up securing like 2, 3 offers.
Yeah.
So the ball has changed, the game has changed. It's no longer as it used to be. So talking about advantages, advantages will also means what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages before this self sponsorship is you are going to be applying for a job and you'll be seeing unfortunate messages, and so on and so forth. And that alone delays the whole process. So number one good thing about self sponsorship is by the time you have done self sponsorship and you follow the right advice, with the quote, you follow the right advice, unfortunate messages will drastically decline. It's not that you will not get unfortunate messages, because even as a nurse in the UK or in any part of the world, it's not every job that you apply for that you are going to get. But
Exactly.
the fact that you now have your PIN is going to make a difference for you. But that's if you have the necessary information. Another thing too that self sponsorship is going to offer you is you understand the in your contract, when you get a job as an internationally educated nurse, they are going to tell you that you are meant to remain with us for a particular amount of
Yeah.
years. Yeah, and if for any reason you decide and say you are going or you are leaving, then you are going to pay back everything they put in for you. But the opposite is the case for self sponsorship. Now you are the one that self sponsored yourself. You paid all the resources, you spent all the resources for your journey. So the good thing is you can decide to go for any trust at all that happens to give you that offer.
Yeah.
So the benefit is when you get to that trust and you don't like what you are saying, you can decide to also swap. And nobody, you are not obligated to anybody. And no employer will hold you to ransom and say, oh, you have to pay me this amount of money because I was the one that originally brought you
Yeah.
for your
So you
original.
are kind of free.
Yeah, so that freedom is uncompared anywhere. So you have that freedom. Another thing too that comes with self sponsorship is the fact that while others may be moving about trying to sort out one or two when it comes to jobs, maybe where they are currently doing their or where they got their offer, they are not being treated properly. They don't have a choice. That fact that, oh, there's no choice, no freedom, so
Yeah.
it's basically removed. So those are some of the benefits that comes along with this whole self sponsorship thing.
Yeah.
You get your pin, you get the job, and you travel very quickly. Time wasting is kind of reduced when
Limited. Yeah.
compared to when compared to the other way around, where you will have to wait for the employer to recruit you. And the truth is, because a lot of nurses are now self-sponsoring themselves, the employer now have option. So ask yourself, if you have two nurses, one who have self-sponsor himself and has gotten pin, and the other one who is asking that you should come and sponsor him or her, and you know that most NHS are crying now that they don't have funding. So
So
which
you
will you
yourself
go for?
answer. If you are the NHS, what will you do?
So yeah,
Who will
which
you
will you
choose?
go? So that's the thing.
Great. My next question is going to be, what are the common travel challenges in this route? And then you can add on with the documents that are required for this one. So you know what? We are not going to say everything here. So you guys can just join, click on the Telegram link in the description section below, join the Telegram page, and then ask your questions where you are going to get detailed information. So Ehis is going to just touch base on some of these stuff for us here.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so very much. Now, challenges that most nurses may likely experience on this route will be: number one is sourcing for the right information. I said the right information because there are informations everywhere, but the right information can really make a whole lot of difference on your journey. Because now, beside the aspect of information, another thing that pose challenges to nurses is usually the aspect of visa denial. So the
Yeah.
truth is, if you want to go for self sponsorship, it is all a planning phase. Even the visa application process is a planning phase. It is not the day that you have booked for your exam that you start planning to book for your visa. You cannot just go and meet a visa applying person and say, "Oh, please, I'm ready to do self sponsorship now. I want to book my visa for tomorrow. Come and book my visa for me." So
This is
because
express.
yeah,
Express this.
it's like taking it's like medication after death. It doesn't really make any impact. So the first thing you will do is get to reach out to our team. We'll have a one-to-one consultation with you. While you are preparing for your OSCE, the team is guiding you through, irrespective of the category you belong to. The team is guiding you through, and then we'll also be able to guide your account and tell you this is how you should be preparing your account, so that your account will be good enough. 6 months,
Yeah.
2 months, 3 months, whichever category you will be able to work with, your account will be good enough and appealing to those visa attending bodies, so that by the time you apply, you are certain to get a positive response.
Outcome.
So another challenge that most nurses may also encounter in this process is the job hunts. The truth is, when it comes to job hunting, you have to have a proper guide. Guidance can make a whole lot of difference. There are a lot of hack and tricks that we can make available to you in other webinars. Maybe not here right now because of the timing, but
Yeah.
certainly will be able to guide you through and let you know these are some of the things that you can do to be able to ensure that you get this job as quickly as possible. That's why I always ask you, or I recommend to you, try and join the Telegram group, because joining the Telegram group will give you a little bit of a head on. There are some of you now, you'll be saying, "Oh, I'm not on Telegram in this
It's just a
21st
click away on your
century."
Play Store
Yeah,
or your
so
App Store.
certainly, and it can make a whole lot of difference on this.
Yeah.
And those that are going to be having challenges with interviews, maybe after they have gotten their visa done with and they've gotten their job, then they will not be struggling with the interviews. Don't worry, EMGS also have got your back. It's our intermittent work to always
Oh my
prepare
God.
people, for interviews, whether band 5, band 6, irrespective of the band interview you have
Ah.
gotten. And many don't know that even people from Nigeria, Ghana, what have you, are getting band 6 interview straight ahead.
You mean as nurses?
Of course, as nurses,
Oh.
as nurses, quite a lot. Even as we speak now, if you go to that same Telegram group, we'll try our best to be putting together some previous NHS past questions. The number is countless now. Once you get to the group, just click on the pin messages and you'll be able to get loads of previous past questions that others have done previously that you can be able to play along with.
Yeah,
Band
this
5,
was
band
one
6.
of my challenges because in my community, I've got a platform for interviews for midwives. So
Yeah.
I get community members who are nurses, mental health nurses, and they come in and I feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm discriminating. So you see, nurses, mental health nurses, you've got questions coming up for you now. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Just click the Telegram channel link and get yourself in there. All right, wonderful. So the documents, of course, your travel documents. Can you touch
Yeah.
just bullet points them?
Yeah, so I will just highlight that quickly now. So basically, I think this will follow through with the requirements. I've told you before, you need your IELTS, you need your
Yeah.
CBT, and then you're going to need your visa approval.
Yeah.
And by the time you've done your visa being approved, you need to book
Mm-hmm.
your flight. So you need your police clearance certificate, which shows
Yeah.
that you are in good standing with your country of origin or where you are
Yeah.
coming from. And eventually, when you relocate to the UK, you need to present your license, which shows that you are not just anyhow professional, but you are recognizing your original country.
Your own
If you don't
country.
have your license, you can also present your certificate as a BNS nurse in case you are a bachelor holder. Instead of just RON. So once you are able to present all those and you do your ID check, good and fine, your pin is setting to come out, provided you smash the exam, which
Wonderful.
has always been the good story from EMGS so far.
I wanted to ask about financial tips, but then we've touched it already.
Yeah.
EMGS have got you. If so, don't even worry about it. The money is ready for you. Come for it. Use it. When you are done, you can pay back. So, what are your closing remarks to
Oh,
my people?
okay, so for the closing remarks, irrespective of your category, let's say IELTS is a challenge, don't
Mm-hmm.
worry, EMGS has got your back. Even if you have had previous not successful story, your band score can jump from 5 or 4 to 7, 8, or even 8.5 to 9. Yes,
Wow.
it's realistic and we've achieved it, and you will be a testimony. Just come with your weakness and then we'll be able to brush it up. If our testimony so far has been boundless, endless, and we hope to continue to make impact in the lives of more nurses.
So, guys, when I say EMGS has got you, they have indeed got you. Because from the Akan language, we say from crane crane to cran cran, it is covered. Mr. Hayes, thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We
Thank you.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Time is precious. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah. So sorry. Just last takeaway. Before for any reason, let's say you want to reach out to any of our services. Most of our services are also available on Seller. So
Mhm.
a link to our services will be posted here. If you use that link, it's automatic. You can easily be able to transact with any of our platform.
Check in the description section below for EMGS seller account. Click on it. Go into their portfolio of services from IELTS, your visa application, your CBT support, any service you need at all, your loans as well, any support you need at all. in the self-sponsorship route. Again, for midwifery OSCE training and preparation, contact me, Josfyn Greatness, and I'm going to give you all the support that you need. But for nurses and mental health nurses, the seller link is there for you. If you're a mental health nurse, you are an adult nurse that needs support or training for your OSCE, go through the Telegram channel of EMGS or the seller link and book your OSCE training or support immediately.
Besides our services being on seller, if you have any challenges, join the Telegram group as well, and we'll be able to take you by your hand and guide you through.
Wonderful. Everything made easy in this self-sponsorship route. Guys, this is where we are going to leave you. We wish we could stay here for 2 hours, 3 hours to cover everything, but time wouldn't allow us. Again, this is Josfyn Greatness. On this channel, I share information about how to migrate to the UK or get yourself into the NMC UK register as a registered nurse, midwife, or nursing associate. I share my music videos, the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ, vlogs of my lifestyle here in the UK, business tips, health talks, little tidbits of this and that. So this channel is dope. To my return subscribers, guys, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video, sharing it. If today is the first time you are meeting me, it is nice meeting you. Don't go away without subscribing, and then hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. If you need OSCE, midwifery OSCE support, click the Telegram link in the description section below, and you are going to be taken care of till you get your NMC midwifery pin. Guys, until we meet again in my next video, it is take care of yourself, and I wish you all the best in your self-sponsorship route to the United Kingdom. Take care.
Cheers.
There's a miracle in this place.